Hey there, how's it going? It is your muscle building coach, Lee Hayward here, and right now I am down in Clearwater, Florida at the Critical Bench compound, hanging out with Coach Chris at Critical Bench. And today we're going to be discussing mini workouts and how you can use these little tiny mini workouts to help build more muscle, lose fat, and get back in shape. All right, when it comes to mini workouts, this is something that has been a game changer for me, Chris. Like over the last couple of years, after having a family, not being I guess the meathead bodybuilder that I used to be back in the day, because if you're familiar with my story, I started off competing in bodybuilding back in 1995. And through my teenage years, through my 20s, like bodybuilding was my life. Like that was my number one focus, and then everything else was like secondary.
Yeah.
So going to the gym wasn't a problem. I mean, that was my priority. Eating right. I mean, even though it can be challenging, still eating was my priority, right? I had my life geared around building muscle and just bodybuilding in general. That's what I did. Now, as you get older, right, you got responsibilities, family, kids, all that kind of stuff. Then the priority of working out and staying in shape kind of gets pushed down further and further in the priority list.
It
right?
really does.
You know, it's not that the desire is not there. It's just you only have 24 hours in the day, and I mean you got to work, you got to take care of kids and family and errands and all that stuff. Plus you got to try and sleep in there somewhere as well.
Somewhere. Some of you guys try to squeak in 7 to 9.
Yeah,
right?
somewhere like that. Yeah, if you're doing 7 to 9, you're pretty good.
Yeah.
But
right.
Seriously, I mean, it can be hard. And I found myself getting into this situation where I was putting off workouts because I was just so busy. Like, I mean, especially when my son was born a few years ago. I mean, anybody who's got new kids, you know, newborn kids, you know what we're going through here, right? You've got kids yourself.
Yes.
You know, it's...
Well, you're exhausted. If you do have a moment, you're exhausted. So you're like, geez, I'd rather just like sit back and close my eyes for a minute.
Exactly, right? The idea of going to the gym is not top priority when you are exhausted, right?
Yeah.
You need to have that strength. So this idea of mini workouts was a game changer. And I'm going to give credit where credit is due. I actually seen a video by Stan Efferding about 10-minute walks. And you can do a search on YouTube for this, Stan Efferding 10-minute walk. I mean, it's a popular video. When I watched that video, I was like, man, this is so simple, but it's so brilliant. And the idea is you don't need to be doing these long, dragged out workouts. Like in my case, when I was competing in bodybuilding, if I couldn't commit to 45 minutes of cardio, I figured like, what's the point? It's not even worth it. I'm not going to burn enough calories, you know, I'm not going to bother. But if you have that mental block, and that's all it is, it's a mental block, then just think of all the opportunities throughout the day that you're basically not letting yourself exercise. Then when I seen that idea of 10-minute walks, I was like, man, anybody's got 10 minutes throughout the day. Like, you know, we're shooting videos right now, like literally in between a shoot, I could go out and walk down the street for 5 minutes and turn around and walk back. I mean, I can get a 10-minute walk in.
That's right.
Right? So it's a little tiny mini workout, but you can throw it in throughout the day. Like, you know, in between, you know, if you're doing calls or coaching or anything like that, or any type of, like on your lunch break, before work, after work, you can throw in these little mini workouts and you're getting that exercise. And it adds up. I mean, in and of itself, no, doing a 10-minute workout or a 10-minute walk or something like that isn't going to make or break anything. But if you do it day after day, week after week.
It always comes down to a cumulative effect. If you eat like one bad meal every day, it's not going to really show up for a period of time, but over weeks and months of doing that, it's going to show up. So if you're incorporating these 10-minute routines, like Lee said, a walk, a body weight routine with 1 or 2 or 3 exercises done in a circuit in your home, or a pair of dumbbells, whatever it is, it's a cumulative effect. If you did a 10-minute workout every day for a week, that's 70 minutes of exercise
versus nothing,
versus 0 minutes of exercise. You know, and I can't help but think when you're referring to Stan's video, I think of because you know he's trying to give you that mindset of add up all that work over time, and what does that mean for you? What's that equal? And I would think how many walks I've taken over the years with my dogs in the mornings or at the end of the day. How many miles have I put on that I wouldn't have put on
If you didn't have a dog.
If I didn't have a dog.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you have to run out and get a dog,
No.
but I'm a huge animal lover. I love dogs and cats and stuff. So not only do you get a great companion for a long time, they get you more active.
Sure.
So if that's what you need to give you the kick in the butt to get that 10 minutes in, do it. But that 10 minutes, in the morning after breakfast or before the kids wake up or, before you go to work or that 10 minutes around lunchtime, you have a meal and then what can I do? I got like another 20 minutes of my lunch break here.
Right.
Walk. Yeah. Walk around your building. Walk around where you work. Walk around the community that you're working in. And it not only does a lot to boost your metabolism and help with fat burning and stuff. It helps up here.
Clear your head.
It does.
Time.
It's a huge cognitive thing, and there's studies that. I mean, time blocking. This kind of takes me into just time blocking. Prioritizing your day. Blocking everything out into like 60, 90, or 2-hour blocks, and then breaking those blocks up with something like walk and go get a sip of water or, a drink of water and come back to your desk or walk around your building one time or, just come up with little things that you can do daily, weekly, monthly. That equate to movement in your life because it's going to help your digestion, it's going to help your brain, it's going to help you burn some extra calories. It's just everything. It's good across the board. Yeah,
it's truly been a game changer for me, and this is something that I really took to heart over the last couple of years because it's over the last 2 years that I really took the getting fit over 40 serious because like I was 39 years old and I was in my worst shape ever. Because I just wasn't competing in bodybuilding, so I never had that drive, that motivation of a show coming up. And I was this kind of the situation where if I'm not getting ready for a show, then like why bother? Right? Like I don't have that motivation. But now I've got a different type of motivation. I've got a 3-year-old son, and I want to set an example for him. I don't want him to grow up with a fat, out of shape dad. Right? That's my motivation. And a lot of guys can relate to that. And
that's an awesome motivator.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a great motivator because it's like being fit, being strong, having a fuller, longer, healthier life is going to trump that late night snack, or it's going to trump
laziness.
the lazy factor there. It's just it outweighs it, and it's an immediate correction.
So I mean that's my guide, but what I found is I don't have time to be going to the gym 6 days a week, 2 hours a day, like I did back in my bodybuilding days. I don't have that time anymore. So now my workouts, like if I go to the gym now, it's 3 days a week. That's it. But then on those off days from the gym, I'm doing little things like these 10-minute walks, right, throughout the day. So even if I don't have 45 minutes to dedicate to a cardio session, I say, you know what, I got 10 minutes, I got 15 or whatever, I'll get out and go for a walk. Or even if I don't have time to go to the gym for an actual weight training workout, hey, I'll just do a body weight circuit at home. I'll do some push-ups, I'll do some squats, I'll do some jumping jacks, I'll do some ab work. Like you just do a circuit for like 10, 15 minutes, like you'd be amazed at how much work you can get done. And it doesn't take up any time. Like in less time than it takes you to drive to the gym, you could get in a killer workout.
You're absolutely right.
Those little things, that's what's made the difference for me. So like I haven't been investing more time in terms of more time at the gym, but it's just this dead time you have throughout the day, right? These 10-minute blocks here and there, like, I got 10 minutes before my next appointment. Walk. And walking, you can do it anywhere. It doesn't matter. Like you don't need to be in gym clothes.
Right? That's right.
Like you could be.
You could walk in your suit.
It doesn't. Suit and shoes. It doesn't matter.
It really does not matter. It's just about movement and moving more throughout your day. And I love Mike Gillette. You know who Mike Gillette is. He has a video on our channel from years ago, and he talks about the secret of the clock. And really all it's referring to is there is no magic time in the day to get your workout in. It's whatever time you make it happen. And so, and the story is, it was 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock one day, and he realized he didn't exercise that day, and he said, well, hell, I'm just gonna go work out right now. And went to his home gym in his garage and got a great 1 hour workout in, at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and was like, hey, I just did what I needed to do to get the work done. There is no, magic. You might prefer a morning or a midday or an after work workout, but sometimes you have to make the sacrifice for the greater good.
You do.
And so what's most important to you? If you want to look good and feel good, then you have to find that time and squeeze it in wherever you can squeeze it in, and and all it takes is like the 10 minutes.
It is.
It's better than nothing. It's what it comes down to. 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. It's not an hour, but it's better than having not done it. And then if you add all those times up that you did do something, you've struck gold.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And one thing that I've been doing personally over the last year, I've been religious with this. I would say I have 99% consistent with this. Is every evening before I go to bed, I'll do a 10-minute walk. So
that's great.
Now where I live, it's a nice rural area, so I mean it's quiet, it's peaceful, it's safe. So I mean I can go out. It doesn't matter if it's 10 or 11 o'clock at night. I just go walk down the street. And the thing is, I mentally tell myself I'm going to go for a 10-minute walk.
It's always more.
But if it's a beautiful evening. It could be 20 minutes, sometimes it could be 30 minutes, right? But I just tell myself mentally, I only have to do 10. And sometimes I only do 10. Right? But when you get out there, like the hardest part of going to the gym is getting your ass in the gym.
Yeah, that's right.
The hardest part of going for a walk is getting out the door.
That's right.
Because once you do it,
once you get through the door,
it's easy.
It's going to happen. Once you get your shoes on and you're out on the sidewalk, it's going to happen.
It's coasting downhill from there.
That's right.
You're in motion. So I mean, I tell myself it only has to be 10 minutes, and that's a powerful trick.
Yeah.
Because once you start, chances are, I mean, you'll get your 10 minutes, but you'll probably end up.
But then you're going to have such a desire for it, I think, and
the momentum.
You're just going to feel like, wow, if I miss it, now my world is upside down. If I miss my 10 minutes, everything's wrecked. So at least get my 10, and then probably what's going to happen, you're going to get 20, 30 or more. Yeah, so it's making it a priority.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be walking. Like I like walking because if you can get outside, it's great, fresh air, you feel good. But I've got a cardio machine at home. I've got an elliptical at home set up in front of a TV. So I mean, if I'm going to watch a Netflix show, I'm going to do it while doing cardio.
That's right.
Right? Like I try and stack things. If I'm going to watch YouTube videos, a lot of times I'll put my phone on the machine. So if I'm going to take 10, 20 minutes to watch YouTube videos, I might as well be doing cardio instead of sitting on my butt at the desk.
Right.
So all little things like that. I mean, if you're watching this video, you should be doing it while doing cardio.
Yeah.
Little tricks like that, it adds up. Day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, it makes a difference.
It really does.
Right? It makes such a huge difference.
That's what we want for you. We want you to just make those small, positive, that ripple effect on your life. A little every day is going to go a long way.
So there you go. Hopefully you incorporate these mini workouts into your own program. Like I say, it's been a game changer for me. I mean, little things like this is what has allowed me to go from a fat, out of shape dad bod to a lean, healthy dad bod. And I'm actually comfortable now. I mean, and it takes little decisions like this, not these massive decisions, little decisions stacked on top of each other. Now, if you would like some help with building muscle, losing the gut, getting back in shape, and doing so without killing yourself with crazy workouts in the gym or extreme starvation diets, then I might be able to help you. So what I offer is, if you need some help with this, then we can have a free 10-minute strategy session where we can brainstorm some ideas that are right for you. So if this is something you're interested in, just send me an email at leeh@leehayward.com. Again, leeh@leehayward.com. I'll post it down in the description below so you can go check that out. And if you would like some help, shoot me an email. We can chat and hopefully come up with a realistic action plan that's right for you. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe to the Total Fitness Bodybuilding YouTube channel. Head on over to Critical Bench. Subscribe to their channel as well. They've got tons of killer content there. You got how many thousand videos do you have now, man?
Well over 3,000.
3,000 plus videos. I mean, that is a lot of video content. So go over there, show them some love, post your comments and feedback down below, and I'll be talking to you in my next video coming soon. Take care. Over and out.